my friends, I am so excited to tell you that we now have mini ink pads in all 24 colors by the Stamps of Life. And I'm very excited about that because I have been using these like crazy. And I know a lot of people say, well, why do I need a little mini ink pad? Well, let me tell you, because when you're inking, you don't want your blender, because sometimes it has lint on it, you don't want your blender to transfer lint to your big ink pads. If you transfer lint to your big ink pads, it will eventually get onto your stamps, and then when you stamp onto your projects, then you'll have a big piece of lint or a big piece of fuzz, and it's not going to give you a nice clear image, and then you're going to be sad and you're going to be mad, and then you're not going to like inking, and I want you to like inking because inking is fantastic. So that's why you need the little tiny baby ones. They're perfect for inking. Now, I'm excited because I am not an organized person. In fact, I'm probably the most unorganized person in the world. But I took a day and a half, not a day and a half, but I took some time and I organized my mini ink pads in my blenders. What I did was I went to my local craft store and I bought one of these cheap little embroidery floss boxes. I think it was $1.99. Use a coupon, then you get 40% off. Then I took off, or I just cut the lid off. So these are not good for travel, but I don't travel with my inks so really very often. If I wanted to, I could grab the colors I wanted. And then I took my labeling maker, my label maker, and I added the word. So I always do rainbow order, call me crazy, which is not very, I mean, that's like an organized person thing to do, but whatever. So I started with the reds and then I went all the way through. I ended with the grays and the chocolates and the licorice and all of that. And so I have cranberry here, and I have cranberry here. So I know that cranberry and cranberry, strawberry and strawberry, tangerine, banana, and I go all the way through. So 2 of these hold all 24, which is fantastic. Now, what are we gonna do when we add more colors? I don't know. We'll just have to get another one. But look at how oh, that one's upside down. Look at how fantastic. Now, the nice thing about these also is when they have ink on them, they are safe and protected in this. They're not like hanging somewhere where I'm accidentally gonna touch it and get ink on myself. They are protected in there, and they're not gonna get contaminated with a different color because they're all safely in their own little spot, which is fantastic. Now, why do you wanna ink? Let me show you some samples, because it is very important. Here's a sample where we've inked the back of this green and part of the yellow flower, which is beautiful. I'm gonna show you, oh, here we inked the edges of the guava, the hot pink. We just inked the edges. Here's another one where we inked the bee and the flower and this one and the ladybug. You can just see how we added extra ink. Here is a good example of before and after. So this is before without the cone inked, and this is after, and you can just see here, let me bring them even closer to each other. You can just see how this one has more definition. It has more, I call it life. It has more life to it. It just has more oomph. It just feels richer. It just looks so much better than, this looks great, don't get me wrong, this looks fantastic. But if you just add a little bit of ink around the edges, it just finishes it off. Now, how do we ink? Well, it's easy peasy. I'm just using a piece of scratch paper on the bottom, and I've already die cut out of my some of my triplet flowers, some colors. And what you're gonna do is, let's do, oh, this one's banana, so let's grab banana, and we'll grab my ink pad, banana ink pad. And you're just going to grab some ink off of it. So you can see there's a couple pieces of lint on there, which on this part it doesn't matter, but when it's on a stamp, oh, you don't want that. Start on the scratch paper and then go on to your item that you're inking. Now, you start with a little, you can always add more. And I just kind of turn it around. Now, I like to ink all the edges. For some reason, I'm a big fan of doing all the edges. Some of our design team likes to do just like, oh, here's an example. On this flower, it was just done on half of it. Awesome too. I think that looks fantastic. I'm a big believer in just the edges. It's up to you. There's no wrong way. But look at the difference on these 2 flowers. Look at the before and after. Isn't that fantastic? So this is lemonade. Now, do you have to do the same color, lemonade, lemonade? No. I could do banana on there. I could do another color if I wanted. But I'm gonna do lemonade. And I want to share with you, oh, and a lot of people always ask me, do I have to use different, do I have to buy one for each one? You really don't. For a while, I was doing half on one side, half on the other, so you could do 2 colors on one if you wanted to, and then I finally got tired of trying to make sure that I was doing it right, so I just grabbed some of the, a whole bunch of them. So here is the lemonade, and I'm gonna do lemonade on half of the flour. Again, I'm just doing the edges, but you can do anything you want. So there's the lemonade, but what if we added some banana to the other side? You could see the difference between, well, I like different colors, or oh, that adds a different look. So you can get a totally, now you wouldn't do two colors like this, like I'm just showing you for an example of what it looks like with the two colors, you could pick banana or lemonade, but you get two different looks. Now, would I necessarily color it like that? I don't know, I don't think so, but I just wanted you to see that you could get two different looks out of that. Now the green, this is kiwi, but you can see how much it pops with the ink on it. Now again, I want to do that one more time, but I think you're starting to fall in love already because it is fantastic. And when you keep it organized like this, it just brightens your day to see all those pretty colors in there. So let's put those away, and then let's get out kiwi, because kiwi is this one. And let's ink this one. And the nice thing is you can use the re-inkers that you've purchased from your other ink pads, from the big ink pads. You can use those on this one, on these as well. So if you ever need to add more ink, you can. So now this one, I'm gonna really ink it. More than just the edges, I'm gonna really ink those petals because I really want you to see the difference. Oh, this is so pretty. And when all the colors with the Stamps of Life all matching together, everything coordinates together, you know that the kiwi ink is gonna match the kiwi cardstock, which is gonna match the kiwi pattern papers, which is gonna match the kiwi ribbons, which is gonna match, it's just all gonna go together. So I'm really inking this one a lot, and I'm not going in the center because I want you to see the difference. Okay, now look at this. Woo. Let's flip these all over, and I want to get a white background so you can really see the difference of before and after. And I think you will agree with me that it just adds so much when you say before, after, before, after, before, after. Look at that green. Isn't that fantastic, the way it just looks more dimensional and it has so much more life to it? So, and no pun intended, the Stamps of Life, it adds life. Oh, that's kind of odd. But you know what I mean. It just adds so much. So the next time you're thinking, I want to add a little bit more, I'm just not quite sure, you need to get into inking because it is so addictive. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Baby, do you want to know? You just try looking through open eyes, because you know you're beautiful. You wear your sunglasses out at night. You're like a moon that is always full. You take my bones and make them right. And if you need somebody to lean on, I can be that type of man. And if you want somebody to talk to, baby, you know I'd understand. Oh, I say, 'cause I like the way you're driving me crazy. I like the things you do to me, baby. You felt my heart and feel that it's racing. This ain't the time to take it slow. Oh, oh, my indie rock girl. Come on, indie rock girl. My indie rock girl. Come on, indie rock girl. I see 100 girls every day, and yeah, they move me a million ways. But what's the point if we never know? I'm left with nothing. Come